Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for today's video. I wanted to talk to you about how the narcissist is cursed. They will steal everything from you and leave you with their mark of the curse. So let's jump in. So the narcissist is nothing but a curse. They're sent out to be a curse on your life. They're the false self. They create nothing but problems, chaos, corruption, distraction. They drain you. They weaken you. They destroy all of your dreams, visions, and any kind of life that you were leading before. The reason the narcissist can be a positive thing is only for one reason. It's for you to get hurt so bad that it wakes you up so that you take off the rose-colored glasses and see things for what they are and quit walking in illusions and quit fighting to take care of people who don't care about you, people who don't give a fuck about you, to spend any more time doing stupid shit to help people who don't matter or shouldn't matter in your life. They shouldn't matter to anybody, and if we all didn't let them matter, the world would be a better place, because they would suffer with no energy, but we were always feeding them because we're always trying to compromise, to accommodate them, to serve them, to worship them, to take care of them, to always give them attention and give them positive supply so we could regulate their emotions. But all in all, can you tell me one thing the narcissist has done positive in your life? And I can tell you, a matter of factly, no. What did they do for you? The only thing they did, if anything, was to wake you up so that you can get the hell away from them and know what you're dealing with in this world. That usually it will trigger you. If you don't believe in anything spiritual, you'll start to believe that things are spiritual after dealing with the narcissist, because the narcissist is dark energy attachment. That individual, the avatar, whoever that person was, it's just an avatar and the dark energy running it at this point. After they get past the age 18, it's dark energy attachment running it fully, full on. It's just a clone in the Matrix, an NPC, whatever you want to call it, a fake, a phony, an illusion. Everything they speak on is to build an illusion in your life and a fantasy, and it's to work to erode everything around you, to undermine everything around you, to have everybody look at you from a poor state of being and an ill will state of being, state of mind, where people might want to get at you and in a bad way, in an evil way, in a violent way, and you don't even know them. And that's because the narcissist starts to run all these smear campaigns and lies behind your back. They tell all these fake, false stories of their past and how you demolished them, destroyed them, used them, abused them, victimized them somehow. And none of it. It's the farthest from the truth. You were if you're studying narcissism or trying to learn about it to gain some kind of knowledge and clarity so that you can come up off this stuff, then you were the best thing in their life. And they have the gall, they have the it's disgusting, man. The measures that they will take to disprove anything about you being good, being just, being legit, being truthful, being kind-hearted, a person of love, a person who cared. They hate anything good. So all you gave them was good. So they're going to hate on you with the worst. If you threw a lot of love at them, you're going to be hated on the worst, because they hate love. They only get off on the evil. They only look up to evildoers. They look up to evil people. They only like evil people, truly, because that's who they aspire to be, more evil and more dominant, more destructive, more corrupt. That's how they are. They look to people who get over on others better than they do, that are higher in elevation in narcissism. That's all. Because they look at people that love and care, people that look out for others that are around them, because they are their loved ones, their friendships, relationships. They look at those people as being weak. Because, my ex used to say I had so much potential. She used to say that. You have a lot of potential. And I think the potential she was talking about was, if she was me, how much further she could go in her manipulations, in the destroying of others. She wasn't looking at it as a potential, if she was able to attain my personality and gifts, my aura, to be able to be somebody who had self-control and was legit like I was. It wasn't to help others. It wasn't a vision. If she had my energy and my aura to help others, it would be to destroy others on a whole nother level than she was already doing. And that's how shitty these people are. They will go to any measure to make sure that you're compromised, and so that they can be on top of you and watch your downfall by any means necessary. Like I've said it a long time ago, and I'll say it again. They will, even if you're married to them or attached to them somehow, financially or something, where they have some part of control, or you're trying to break from them, but they have power over some of the situation, man, they will go down with the whole ship as long as they just start barely above you. Even if it wrecks them, they don't care. I mean, they may regret it after. They probably will, because their life will be shit. But until that actual moment, they don't care. They're just thinking, how can I win this game? And it's not even like, at that point, it becomes a little bit more tunnel visioned, because they get to where they get so infatuated or focused on destroying somebody that it just becomes, their world is just you. They're not competing with everybody else anymore. It's always you. They wake up thinking about destroying you, and they go to bed thinking about destroying you. And if you come out of a relationship with them and you've been married to them, God forbid, and you have a mortgage with them, cars with them, or children with them, and they have any control over those situations, or credit cards with large amounts of debt, they won't pay the bills. They'll leave it. They'll leave, even if it wrecks their credit. But chances are they're hoping you're going to decide to pay it all, to work triple time to make sure you pay the whole mortgage, work triple time to make sure you get the credit card paid. And then they won't, those are things, when you're bound to contracts like mortgages and stuff, like credit cards and car loans. Listen, unless you're going to pay the whole debt off, you might as well forget it, because you can't just pay half of it and then you get them to pay the other half and you're clear in the cut. I mean, you can do that if you get lawyers to draw it up, attorneys. But this is the thing, they'll never agree to that. A true narcissist will never agree to that. They'd rather, like I said, they want cords connected to you. Finances is a cord. Any cord to where they gotta even do business with you. And if it's not business, it'll be children. But it'll be something. And it'll also be a way for them to affect you on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, to where they can have control over your life, what you do, where you go, how you do it. You're going to always be concerned whether they're going to pay their part this month or not, until you get it straightened out. And they're going to make that a whole hot and cold situation as well. They're going to be pulling teeth with everything. And when you have to deal with the orchestration of dealing with the children, and you got mixed care with them, man, they're gonna cancel on you when you got a weekend trip planned, or it's always going to be something. They're going to give them back with, like, looking terrible, disheveled or something, anything to get over on you, anything to knock you out of balance, to get you pissed off, and then they'll want to tape it so they can, whatever, put it online and mock you as being unbalanced, or show the courts so they can convince them that you're not psychologically sound or whatever. But the narcissist has no good in them. When you have no love, you can't feel love, and you have no truth, you're only a lie, a false self, then what are you? I mean, tell me, what are you good for? You're warring all the time. You have no dedication. You have no loyalty to anybody. You're cheating on everybody. I'd venture to say there's not a narcissist that hasn't cheated on every single relationship in their life. It's almost like, unless there was no opportunity to. And that's the thing. The times where you think they've changed, they haven't changed. They just don't have opportunity. They're opportunistic. So when there's no opportunity, they come to you humble, vulnerable, and apologize. A fake apology, right? With that mask on. But as soon as you build them back up, you give them 3 hots and a cot, you help pay down their debt, you get them a job, you get them to whatever they're addicted to, you help them, clear up some of that, get a little healthy, you feed them, you bathe them up, you run them through the car wash, they get a car to drive, and I don't know, maybe you buy them a gold chain for Christmas. That's all they need. As soon as they get that gold chain wrapped around their neck, they're going to be one arrogant bitch again. And they're going to go out there and they're going to cheat on you, mock you, and start that shit up again. And then leave you with another debt to pay or something, while they frustrate the hell out of you and cause more trouble. They didn't change. They just had no opportunity because they were down and out, because they were going through narcissist injury or collapse. So they come to you, they tell you some fake lie and fake apology, show a little vulnerability, which is fake. Everything they do is fake. You fix them all up, drive them through the car wash, put a few dollars in their pocket, give them a hot meal, give them some antibiotics, and they do the same shit again. And then, until they run back down into some narc injury or collapse, they're going to come back again. They'll wreck you to shit outside the home and inside. Then they'll come back when they fall apart again. And if you're going to be a dumbass and take them back, in the beginning, it's not really your fault with the naivety of this situation or the grooming that has been done to you and what's occurred to you. But when you've woken up, I know it's spell work, and I know it's mind control. I'm not going to take that away from the situation. But you got to fight that shit, man. It's getting away from the narcissist, especially when you get into these higher level narcissists that have more demons controlling them, man. It's one of the hardest things you may find you'll have to do. But at least once you get away, you got to stay away. You can't take them back. You see, when the slogan is when you know you go, period. But when you know and then you take them back. And I've done it. So I'm just telling you from experience. But when you know and you take them back, you really have to pay for it, because God's going to let you pay, because the grace that you had before for not knowing has come off of you. And, you may love them, care for them, and have those types of desires in your heart. Maybe they're real, maybe they're trauma bonds. Who knows? That's only between you and them. Nevertheless, you have to go against that. You have to go against your what your sometimes your emotions are telling you, and sometimes what you're rationalizing, because those are things that are going to come with the mind control, the brainwashing, or the spell work. But logically, you know what to do, and spiritually, you know what you should do. It gets a little muddied up when you get your emotions involved or you rationalize it. And to do that is unhealthy. To dwell in the past is unhealthy. Healing is marching forward, always. It's always in a forward march. Even when you fall, you get up. You fall forward. You fail and fall forward, because when you get up, you keep going forward. Even though you failed, you get up and you keep going. You have to armor up a little more than you did last time. You have to sharpen your sword more than you did last time if you failed. And you have to clear a pathway out. It should be that when you do everything you can do, God will do the rest. It's what I believe. I'm starting to not believe it so much anymore. But shit gets old. It really does. And they're really arrested development. They're like 3-year-old children, man. And they cannot at all act like an adult. At all. But they're a curse. When you know, you go. When you know, you run. Thank you for watching.